Hey guys, welcome back. Today is a big day because we're going to be learning the alphabet. I have the class syllabus in hand, and you might be thinking, hold up, I'm not learning theory, I don't need a theory video. That's okay, I made a video just for you, and it's called decor. It doesn't matter if you're a freelancer or if you're still a student in the high speeds. That video, you'll really like it because I tell you how to decorate your desk for maximum efficiency. But this video is for those trying to learn the Steno alphabet, and after this series you're going to be able to write any word that you can think of, and it's going to be a very short series, going to be done in about 2 months. So let's get right to it. The first thing that I want you to do is to go ahead and pause the video and type in the URL on the screen, print out or copy it to your notebook, and then go ahead and replay this video. So today we are going to learn B, C, D, A, and final T. And there are only so many words you can write with those 5 letters, especially since C, initial C, is very rare. Whenever I say initial, I am talking about the left side of the keyboard. When I say final, I'm talking about the right side of the keyboard. So we write left to right, but we hit all the keys down at once. So because this video would be ultra short if I just jumped right into it, I'm going to add 2 new concepts in for you that Mark taught us on the very first day. And these concepts, if you learn them on the first day, you'll be able to have them for the rest of your life. Although most court reporters, if they don't learn them during theory, they struggle. So the first thing that I'm going to teach you is the SD. So go ahead and look at your Steno chart. Look at final SD and shift your fingers like this. So you're writing, shifting. It's called the Philadelphia shift. And Mark taught it to us on the first day. The SD means said. So I'm going to use said in a lot of sentences, made up sentences during this series, and you're going to get really good at that shift. The second concept I want to teach you is the TZ, which is the opposite. You go up and shift down. And that is the California shift. And I use the TZ for the word thoughts. So throughout the series, I'm going to say thoughts in sentences, and you're going to go shift down and write TZ. Learning these early will really help you out. It was one of the best things about going to Mark's school, and you can learn it right here, no matter what school you go to. On the first day of school, you will learn how to enter things into your dictionary. You have to program your dictionary for what you want it to do. I took over Mark's dictionary, so I didn't have to enter hundreds of thousands of entries. I could just turn on at my computer, write words, and almost anything would come up. All I had to do was personalize certain briefs. You will not have to add in these alphabet entries, but you will have to add the briefs that I give you throughout this series yourself, or use Mark's dictionary behind yours if you just want it to automatically load. So the first letter that you're going to learn today is B, and that's going to be on the initial side, and it's going to be P and W. So find your P and W keys, look at your Steno chart and find the PW, and that is B. When you press it together, it should be right on the crack. Your finger should always be on the crack whenever you're writing, and you should be pressing down B and W together. Don't press it all the way down. Just keep your strokes light. So tap it lightly until it registers. And if you have a screen on your wave, you should be seeing it come up, and so that's why we don't need software, because you can see your keys coming up to make sure you're writing the right things. So PW is about. If I just hit it by itself, that is my word about. So it's also the B key in words, but if I hit it just by itself, it is about. So I'm going to use about in sentences, and that is what you're going to hit, is that PW. You should have that on your cheat sheet that I told you to print out at the beginning of the video, what all the letters mean, and we're going to use them in a lot of sentences, so get ready for that. Our next key is KR, and again, this is still initial. KR is C, and it's very rarely used in Steno. Go ahead, look it up, find your K and your R, hit it down a few times, get used to that shape. Again, we're learning shapes, so we're reacting to the sound of keys and learning shapes. So the B, when I hear B, I hear PW. I don't think of PW, I just feel that shape. CR is rarely ever used in Steno. It's basically only used to resolve complex. For instance, cell would be SEL, and when you were talking about a cell, like a cellmate or a cell phone, you would want the C, so we might use KREL, because that will be used to resolve the conflict. So it's not really phonetic, but it is a key that is very, very rarely used. Primarily, I use it when I am spelling words. Sometimes we got a finger spell because a word might not be in our dictionary, and then I'll use it. It's pretty much the only time you're going to be using C. Your next key is going to be D. This is still on the initial side, so TK. Find your TK, remember that shape, so it's pretty much twins with B, which is PW. B and D are right next to each other, so you can kind of switch back and forth, get used to that feeling. And when you hear the D sound, you're going to remember that shape, D. And D by itself is did, the word did. So anytime you have it in sentences, and this is on your cheat sheet, but anytime you have it on sentences, when you hear the word did, you just hit it by itself, and did will come up in your software. In your first vowel, and the vowels are the most overused Steno keys, your first vowel is going to be A, and the vowels are always on the bottom, so you only hit the vowels with your thumbs at all times. You never hit the vowels with any other finger. So we're learning the A, which is the first vowel in the sequence, so hit your A key a couple of times. So that is going to be the A sound, not the long A sound, but the short A sound. So remember that key. And the last key that we're going to learn is the T, final T. This is not initial T, so final T, and it is a very important word. The, by itself, it's the. So hit that T a couple of times anytime you hear a word end in T, like date, or anytime you hear the word the, you're going to be hitting this key. It's probably going to be another one of your most overused keys. So hit that key a couple of times. So let's do a couple easy words. We are not going to do sentences today. Keep your Steno chart in front of you and pause the video if you need more time. We're just going to go a couple of words. You can take it back from this point in the video and just go over this part a couple times to get used to the keys a little bit more. But here we go. Bat. Bat is the first word you're going to write. It's going to be P-W-A-T. So hit all of those keys all together. Bat. That's your first word. At will be your second word, and at is another word that you're going to use a lot. So hit that a couple times. A-T. Said. Remember, said is the Philadelphia shift. S-D. So shift your hands over. At, said. At, said. At, said. Shift it over. You want to get used to that feeling. You're going to love it after a while. I did. The bat. The bat. The bat. Now let's try 3 words in a row. The bat said. So the T, bat, P-W-A-T, said. So do that Philadelphia shift. The bat said. Thoughts, T-Z, so shift your fingers up. T-Z, California shift. About. Remember, about is PW, so hit about a couple of times. It's a very common word in the English language. You'll use it a ton of times, along with did, TK for did. So hit did a couple of times. About, thoughts. Did, bat, at, about, thoughts, said. Cat's trying to join us. Cat wants to say hi. So that's the end of our video. Say bye to the camera. You're going to be able to write any word you want in Steno in just 2 months. So I'll see you in the next video, and don't forget to check out my other desk organization video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for new videos every Sunday.